My name is Aqmal N, shortly also known as Aqmal, Aqmal, yeah, because of the 10 words and 10 letters, and then I shortened it, and also because in 2004 when I won Mediacorp Anugerah Surya competition, singing competition, I was known as Aqmal N, so it's better as in, yeah, I'm using that publicity for for anything that I'm doing right now. And my first publication is actually my first publication, Dupra. All my works from 2001 to 2016, and I've written some other poems that are published in literary journals in Singapore and some in Indonesia as well, Yogyakarta. Dumpra is actually not a Malay language, not a Malay word, but it's actually the clothing of the Lepcha people in Nepal, because of its colors, and Dumpra is actually the Lepcha people in Nepal are people who are known as some sort of a lesser community previously, because of the language that they use is a bit maybe a bit rough, so I thought that this book is my first book, so it's appropriate somehow for people who read this book to know that words or the poems are a bit rough, and it's different from what I'm writing right now. So I take the name Dumpra to be part of it. I write about being in Singapore. Most of my works are being in Singapore, about places in Singapore, places that I've known, places that I've experiences. Someone from my age, born in 1984 until now, and also about the world, what I see, my perceptions of things happening around the world, things like the war, things about poverty, things and issues about Singaporean Malay minority community issues.
If you had to say something to Singaporean audiences now approaching your work, what would you want them to know?
I want them to have that nationalistic pride somehow, but being Singaporean in the 90s and being Singaporean now somehow differs. Not only me, I realize that even the young ones, my cousins and whoever I speak to, who are the youths, somehow lack a bit of being or wanting to be Singaporean because of our environment and things that affect that feeling of being a Singaporean. That's the first thing, and then the importance of Malay language in the region, of upholding a Singaporean Malay language, because we are as Malays, we are often being pulled by influences from Malaysia, influences from Indonesia, but our characteristic, our identity as a Malay Singaporean, to be put out around the world. Not many people know that in Singapore there are Malays. One thing personally for me, I know that on paper I can express what I feel in English, but I cannot communicate it well. As for the Malay language, I can express it both on paper and then in communication. So because most of the poems that I do are to be performed, because I want to perform my poems. So if I cannot communicate English that well, compared to being it being in the Malay language, I would prefer to write in Malay. That's one thing. Second thing is, I would rather write in Malay for now, because I love the language. I've learned the language, and I've learned quite in depth about the language.